So, as with everything else, it takes experience, time, and practice. What is the best teacher in life? It is experience. And that's pretty much what it takes to really start reading women, to really get good at this thing. If you're interested in it, if you're interested in getting better, in the dating world, and not just for dating, but if you have an end game of starting a family, of having a long-term relationship, hell, even if you want marriage. I know a lot of these spaces discourage you from getting married, and I understand because of the implications that it has due to government bull crap laws. Due to bull crap laws that are passed down by the government that make marriage more of a liability than a family structure, which is basically what marriage is, okay? But in any case, men that have been around for a little bit will will sense certain vibes and catch certain cues from women that'll let them know, hey, look, this chick is feeling me in an sexual manner, okay? But anyway, I'm gonna get right into it. This is Tarik Talks, and we're gonna be talking about some real stuff here that a lot of or experienced men that they know how to do pretty well. Now, as with everything else, is this 100%? Is this something that's like absolutely just set in stone to where you look at a chick and she looks at you and she gives you a little smile and they're like, oh yeah, she want to smash for sure. Like, this chick is definitely down to go in a bathroom right now and smash. No, that's not the case. Okay, it's not 100. It's not even there. There's nothing that's 100% accurate. So keep that in mind, fellas. But for the most part, there are things, there's cues and certain energies that women throw off that these men can pick up on, and they know that this woman is sexually interested. So I'm just gonna start off with the physical cues. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the simple stuff first, and then kind of go on to the more in-depth, more metaphysical, more metaphysical aspect, the matrix part of this video. Nah, I'm just playing, but yeah, the physical cues, aka choosing signals. We all love them. We love us some darn choosing signals. Hey, what's better than a woman looking at you, giving you a nice smile, and you're like, hell yeah. So that's number one actually is basic. She looks at you, gives you a nice little smile. Okay? Nice little smile. Now, like I said, is this 100%? No, but it's an invitation. It is an invitation if you can, in a right place, in a right circumstance. It is an invitation. And there's been times with me where a chick has smiled and it was just that. It was a smile. Okay? It was just a smile. It meant nothing. And the chick was just being friendly. But there were definitely times where I did get a smile, and that most certainly was an invitation. It most certainly was a call from her to come and talk to her. So if I were you guys, you know, if you're interested in this, or if you are currently dating or whatever you want to call it, yes, if a chick smiles at you, that is probably top tier physical choosing signals, is that smile, because that just shows that she is receptive. Okay. The other one is she's staring. Okay. She's holding a stare. And my favorite physical cue.
What's up, y'all?
My bad. That was actually a Rom Wills video that went off in the background. Shout out Rom Wills. Okay. But yeah, is the stare. And the smile and stare combo is one of my favorite cues. The smile and the stare combo. Hey, look, it's very obvious. It is very obvious. She's like, hey, come and talk to me, and especially in certain types of environments, if you're in a bar, lounge, a social setting, that is a woman's invitation. And the third is she starts up a random conversation or she comes and talks to you. Now, I understand that these are more modern times, and yes, women are more vocal and they're a little more direct than they used to be when they find a man that is attractive. They're gonna, and I've seen this. Women were on this passive stuff, kind of just being passive. But as time goes on, and more modern times, young ladies, they will be a little more direct with you. Okay, they're gonna be a little more direct and straight up. Sometimes just come and talk to you. If they find you attractive enough, they're gonna be like, okay, I think you look good. You feel what I'm saying? And they're gonna be throwing you alley oops, right? They're gonna be throwing you lobs, just easy. Okay, but for the most part, they're still women. So even if they do come and talk to you, they'll probably strike up some roundabout type of conversation. Okay, they'll probably strike up some roundabout type of conversation. They're not gonna directly be like, "Hey, I think you're fine" and stuff. Even though I just said that sometimes they do that, but it's gonna be like a roundabout, strike up a little mini conversation. Feel me? And from there, like I said, if you choose, if you're interested in her too, if you want to, you can carry on this conversation, and then you can be the direct one and be like, hey, look, let me get your number and we'll hang out. We'll chill. We'll hang out. We'll get us some drinks. Blah blah blah. And bam, that's how that happens. You're the one that's a little more. You're the one that's gonna have to be a little more direct. That's how you balance out that dynamic. Okay. Now let me talk about the metaphysical woo-woo aspect. My personal favorite, and I know some of you guys' personal favorite too. Now, these are signals that are somewhat intangible. They're more of an energy. It's more of an energy type of thing. It's more of an energy type of choosing signals, and no one really has ever talked about this type of choosing signals. They might have. Let me not sit here and cap and lie. They probably have, but not as much as the physical ones. Okay. Now this one is an energetic sign of sexual interest, and the best way I could describe it as is, first of all, from personal experience, it's usually with a stare. It's usually she's looking at you for a prolonged period of time, and it's like an energy. You can feel it because, guys, we are energetic beings. We are made up of energy. When it comes right down to it, we are, there's a spiritual aspect to it. Whatever you want to call it, soul, spirit, whatever that you want to call it. And I know I'm getting real deep here on so-called choosing signals, but it's something that is very real. I've experienced it before. But when, you feel that, you catch that vibe that she's throwing off. Meaning when she starts looking at you, and this is, of course, like I said, the most prevalent time is when you're in a social setting, right? Lounge, bar, kickback, you're gathered with some friends, or it might just happen with you and a chick at a store or something like that. She'll look at you, but this look is different. It's not just your run-of-the-mill, hey, look, here's some random guy. Because people look, guys, okay? People just look. They just look just to look. We all do it, okay? But this, as soon as you guys catch eye contact, you can kind of feel it. You feel like, okay, this chick looking at me a little more than just uh, looking at a random stranger. And I'll give you a personal example, the best way that I can describe this. Now, this is an experience that I'll never forget. Back in the day when I was in the military, I was in this bar. Okay, I was out and about. This is when I was in the streets like that. Okay, and everyone was doing their thing. I was with my homeboys. They were trying to holler at a chick. She looked the chick they were hollering at looked real good. I'm not gonna lie. She was looking good, but the vibe from her was kind of closed off. She wasn't trying to have it. She was just out there, just chilling. Okay. I looked to my right and I noticed a young lady. Okay, straight up staring at me. Okay, holding a long stare. And this stare, something about it was like, okay, she's interested. I can't. It's hard to explain. If y'all can explain it, go ahead and explain it in the comment section. But it was like a stare, and she was just looking, and there was a slight grin to it. She had like a slight smile to it. So I caught up on it. I caught on it immediately. I caught on it immediately. Went and talked to her. Sure enough, we struck up a convo and we were just chopping it up for a good 30 minutes. A good 30 minutes. We went outside and chopped it up for a good 30 minutes. After that, we exchanged numbers, and that was, murder she wrote. Okay? But the thing about it wasn't just a look. It was a vibe she was throwing off. See, women throw off a sort of receptive, it's like a receptive energy. A sort of energy that's like, I want you to come talk to me. It's a very soft, it's a welcoming type of energy. That's the best way I could put it, like a softer, more inviting. Like if she could talk, even though she's not talking, but if her energy could talk, her energy would say, I want you to come and talk to me because I find you attractive. Okay? Hope this video helped. Like, comment, subscribe, join my membership, Solidtarik membership. If you haven't already, some good stuff on there, and it's going to keep growing. But until then, I'll see y'all later. Peace.